Hello guys, today is going to be the second part of the coolant leak fix video, where I'm going to put everything back. So I received all my parts. Pretty much I got every hose in a cooling system. So there's a big assortment of little hoses that I think I'm going to replace just the ones that are hard to get to. And that's the failed piece replacement. So far I've replaced all the three big hoses in the front, 1, 2 and 3, and you can see it's probably a good idea. The car is about 20 years old, and the hoses were getting really soft. I'm going to show you guys the hoses. You can see the interesting. This end was on a radiator lower, so it's nice and clean because it was contacting a plastic outlet. This side though, this side was sitting on aluminum housing, and you can see it was slightly leaking and the coolant was crystallizing. So there was a thick layer of crystallized cooling on the aluminum block, and that's the short hose. You can see how much that coolant crystallized. So I had to use a sandpaper and clean every outlet, inlet, before I put the hoses back. So we'll start from putting that plastic piece on a firewall and installing the firewall back. We're gonna install the the inlet hoses for the cabin heater, and then I think I'm gonna replace the two hoses. You can see these two hoses. These are the heater outlet. So these two hoses run out and run, you can see below, into the heater valve. Would be a good idea to replace them now, because later on it's going to be hard to get to those hoses. The rest of the hoses I'm still debating if I want to replace them or not, but these hoses I think I'm going to replace. Okay, so to start with, we're gonna install this piece in a firewall. There's a bigger lip on the outside and a smaller inside, so from this side slide it down. Okay, now before we install the firewall back, we need to replace the hoses and put this the plastic tray back, and then we can bolt this firewall back. So let's start changing the hoses. Okay, so we'll start pulling these hoses off. Okay, that's two. Loosen up this hose. Okay, so the two hoses that go in here is going to be 202 832 1394 and 202 832 1494. So I'm going to have to pull these two hoses out. Okay, I guess it's a good idea to put a rag. Okay. Oh shit. coolant everywhere. Okay, so I got those hoses removed. Now we're just gonna put back this one. Right, let's put this one in. There's 1, 2. Okay, 1 hose. Okay, that's 1 hose. Second one goes like so. And I guess need to make sure that the hoses don't touch, so I have to turn it a little bit out of the way, like so. Okay. So I think that looks good. Now I'm just gonna put the clamp. Okay, 2. Okay, so we got these 2 hoses replaced. Now we're just gonna, don't forget to connect the plug, but I might want to change this tape because it's all soaked in coolant. Well, I'll get this wrapped up and okay, so it looks like the next hose we're gonna have to install the heater core like this inlet hose. Install this over here. Put this over here. Okay. Well, this is, I think, the most complicated part on this assembly, is putting this tray back. This is really freaking tight. Okay. Okay, not to forget this very important piece. It goes in here. Okay, now we need to put the clip back. So we'll start from putting these clips back, and these clips go, I think, over here. Now try to remember how the hell they go. Oh, that's one. Let's put these two mounts back. One. Okay, so we got the tray in place. Now we just need to put this center firewall back.